Hi, I'm Tolch, and I'm a child of the internet. As said child of the internet, I spend a lot of time on sites like 9gag, Meme-Base, Reddit, and Facebook, and lately I've been noticing a very interesting trend. Friendzone. With friendzone Fiona dating scumbag Steve, the world has seen a large increase in the number of people complaining about the friendzone. Therefore, about 1 in every 5 memes is about the friendzone, and I want new memes. I'm going to prove to you 2 things. 1, the friendzone exists for a reason, and 2, it's actually not that hard to get out of. Now, before we start, let me just say one thing. I have gotten out of the friend zone. I met my current girlfriend back in September. We hung out, got lunch, all that jazz, but we kept it strictly as friends. Now, I found her rather attractive and thought, I want to date that. But I looked at her and I thought, she's not going to reciprocate, is she? And reciprocate she did not. Now, let's be honest, I'm nothing extraordinary. I mean, look at me. How many girls do you think I get at parties? If you guess 0, well, you're right, but you're also very mean. But on May 1st, I became her first boyfriend, even though she is spectacularly out of my league. And here's why. I took the time to get to know her. Now, for all the people who have been friend-zoned by someone they know for ages, do know there's something coming up for you too, so stick around. Let's go ahead and define the friend zone. It's when a person likes a person, but said person does not return feelings for other said person. This creates a one-way rift that leaves either one person or both of the people feeling awkward and a little bit silly. Meanwhile, rejected person feels cheated because other said person goes on to date someone who doesn't seem very nice and who seems like a douchebag, and then they go and make a meme about it and then they clutter the 9gag trending page. Now let's go ahead and break down the anatomy of a friend. Friend zone consists of 3 parts: the heart, the brain, and the genital. The last one is the easiest to address. Anytime you hear something like this, "Oh, you're so nice, I wish I had a boyfriend who was as nice as you," or, "Oh, you're so fun, I wish I had a girlfriend who played video games," realize that you're being friend-zoned because of something undesirable. Now when it comes to the genital, I need you to be painfully self-aware here. Are you sexy? Do you keep in shape or do you wheeze when you go up the stairs? I mean, you don't need to be able to grate cheese on your abs, so that is something I've always wanted to try. But do you make Snorlax look like a Tic Tac? Do you have to play Find the Penis whenever you go to the bathroom? Or when you stand next to a twig, is it hard to tell which one is you? If so, that could be the dominant reason for a friend zone. Of course I'm exaggerating, but a dating partner has to be sexually attractive. We all have that one friend who we date. If they weren't so... But let's leave that well enough alone and talk about the brain. A person in the friend zone may be lacking something up there, and do remember I am a very frequent member of the friend zone. If you're frequently weird, which I am guilty of, or annoying, which I am more than guilty of, or talk too much, which I should really be arrested for, that may be a problem. It's not something very attractive, and again, you do need to be self-aware. It sounds like I'm being mean, but I'm really not. If the person you like is turning away from that, decide if that's something worth changing. I'm not going to tell you to, but it is food for thought. And from that, we move on to the final and most important aspect. The heart. This one in particular pertains to me with the person I'm dating now. Think about this. You like a person. That person is likable. People like likable people. You're not the only one with a thingy thing for that person. As such, that person probably has a decent number of people hitting on them in one way or another. However, you have an advantage that they don't. You, hopefully, like them for something more than physical attractiveness. You know that, but do they? I don't mean go out and just blatantly say it like, "Hey girl, I like you for your brains, let's date." I mean, prove it to them. If you really care about someone you want to date, take the time to learn what makes them special. Don't dote on them hand and foot, which is what I see a lot of guys do. But do show them that you're not part of the crowd. You know it, your memes know it, but they don't. Even if they say they do, a lot of people just assume you're going for that sexy time, but you really gotta have those deep conversations that are so rare nowadays. Some people are already at that stage, which is fantastic, in which case, your position in the friend zone might be one of those earlier things I talked about. But just make sure you know how to talk to them. Ask plenty about them, but don't forget to talk about yourself once in a while. If the person you like is really interested, they should be able to ask about you too. It can't become a one-way conversation. Here's what I want to wrap up with. Many people complain that the person they're dating likes a douchebag. That may be true, and that oftentimes is, and I really wish it wasn't, but do realize one very important thing. That person had the initiative where you didn't. That person was confident where you weren't. And if you were already rejected, that person had one appealing quality that you didn't show. Nobody worth dating actually likes the douchebag parts of someone. It could be the sense of adventure they get, the thrill, the ballsiness and confidence that goes along with the swagger walk of whoever they're dating. No matter what it is, the key to getting out of the friend zone is this. Learn to self-analyze yourself and learn to take risks. Quite a few people are put into the friend zone by their own minds and are afraid to do anything about it. Figure out what makes you, you, and share that with the person you want to date. A good number of you are blowing off what I'm saying right now, but do remember that I'm saying it from experience. The person I'm dating is way out of my league, but somehow we still work. At the end of the day, if the person you like is still into douchebags and is still friending you for no reason, think, do you really want to date them or is this just a passing fancy? Because they sound like bullies. I don't like bullies. Don't date bullies. I'm out.